Okay, so what if I told you that uh, boosting your mood, finding more joy day to day, wasn't really about waiting for some huge life-changing thing to happen? What if it's actually built, like bit by bit, through the small, consistent stuff you do every single day?
Yeah, it sounds almost backwards, doesn't it? In a world that's often chasing the next big high, the grand experience. But the research, the insights we've looked at for this deep dive, they really point to the power of those daily habits, those small actions that, add up. They can genuinely shift how you feel.
That's such a powerful idea, and we've gathered, well, quite a stack of sources here. We're drawing from health research, psychology, mindset work, even lifestyle simplicity stuff.
Right. We're looking at the whole picture.
Yeah.
From the basics like sleep and what you eat, to the more maybe abstract things like how you think, how you connect with people, even how you set up your space.
And our mission here with this deep dive is to sift through all that, pull out the really key insights, and give you a clear path, something evidence-based,
Yeah.
to cultivate more daily joy. This isn't about adding a million complicated things to your list. It's about finding those foundational practices that actually make a difference.
So where do we start building that foundation? Well, across everything we looked at, one thing just kept coming up as absolutely crucial, foundational, really, and that's sleep.
Ah, sleep, yeah. The thing we all know we need more of, but life gets in the way, right?
Yeah.
Sources are super clear on this, aren't they? There's this huge link between getting enough good quality sleep, usually like 7+ hours for adults,
Yeah.
and your mental well-being, your productivity too.
Absolutely critical. Think of it like your brain's battery for managing emotions. Sleep is how it recharges. When you're sleep deprived, that battery's low. It's just way harder to handle your emotions, cope with stress, keep a positive outlook. You're basically running on fumes. And the data, it consistently shows a lot of adults just aren't hitting that 7-hour mark regularly. It's a bit concerning.
Okay, so getting enough sleep is the goal. But how? It's not just about lying down and hoping, is it? The sources really push this idea of a bedtime routine.
Exactly. It's not about being rigid just 'cause. It's about creating signals, training your brain and body to wind down, get ready for rest. And a big part of that, highlighted again and again, is consistency, trying to stick to a regular bedtime and wake-up time, even on weekends. That helps regulate your internal clock, your circadian rhythm.
Consistency. Got it. What else goes into this wind down ritual?
So that 30 to 60 minutes before bed, that's key. And here's one the sources are crystal clear on, and it's tough for a lot of us. Turn off the electronics. Phones, tablets, computers, TV. That blue light they give off, it directly messes with melatonin production. That's the hormone that tells your body, hey, it's sleep time.
Right, the dreaded blue light. Okay, so screens are out. What kind of things actually help signal sleep?
Calming stuff. A warm bath, surprisingly effective. And the science is interesting, warming up, then cooling down afterwards. It mimics the natural drop in body temperature that signals sleep. It's a physical cue. Listening to relaxing music is good. Or using ambient noise, like white noise, or even pink noise.
Pink noise. I know white noise, it sort of masks sounds. But pink noise, what's that?
Yeah, pink noise is a bit different. Think sounds like steady rain or rustling leaves. White noise has equal energy across all frequencies, like static. Pink noise, its energy decreases as the frequency goes up, so it sounds a bit flatter, less harsh. Some studies suggest it might actually help improve sleep quality, maybe by reducing brainwave activity, helping you stay in deeper sleep. It's not just about masking noise.
Huh, that's specific. Pink noise affecting brainwaves. Interesting. What other wind-down activities are good?
Gentle relaxation, stretching, maybe some deep breathing exercises. Progressive muscle relaxation is great too. You tense and release different muscle groups. It helps let go of physical tension, mental tension too. And meditation, even just a few minutes of mindfulness, helps quiet that racing mind,
Yeah.
Manage those thoughts that pop up right when you want to sleep.
And the old classic, reading an actual book.
Absolutely. Can't beat it sometimes. Screen-free relaxation. The sources also mention maybe a light snack or specific bedtime teas like cherries or nuts have natural melatonin. Chamomile or lavender tea, obviously known for being calming. Avoid big meals, caffeine, alcohol close to bed. They really mess with sleep quality.
Okay, so setting the stage internally, what about the bedroom itself, the environment?
Yeah, make it a sleep sanctuary. The research is pretty consistent here. Keep it cool, like 65 to 68 Fahrenheit. That's about 1820 Celsius. Keep it dark. Blackout curtains are great for blocking light. Keep it quiet, earplugs, ambient noise if you need it. And honestly, just keeping it tidy can help. Less mental clutter, less stress when you're trying to relax.
Right, all these steps lead up to actually getting into bed.
And this is key. Only get in bed when you're actually feeling sleepy. You want your bed to be a strong cue for sleep, not for lying awake, worrying, or scrolling. If you can't fall asleep after, say, 20 minutes, get up, do something quiet and relaxing in dim light somewhere else, then go back to bed when you feel sleepy again.
That makes a lot of sense. Condition yourself almost. Okay, so we've prepped for sleep. Now, what about waking up? How do we start the morning off right for more joy?
The big one here, mentioned a lot, is the snooze button. It's tempting, I know, but hitting snooze over and over, it's not restful sleep. It just fragments things further, can make you feel even groggier. Our sources basically say it steals valuable time you could use to ease into the day.
Oh, the siren call of 5 more minutes? How do you break that habit? Any tricks?
Simple stuff, really practical, like the 5-second rule. Just count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and move. Feet on the floor. Or keep something comforting nearby, like slippers or a cozy robe. Makes getting out of a warm bed easier, especially when it's cold. Or, hey, if smells motivate you, preset the coffee maker. That aroma wafting through the house can be a powerful pull.
I can definitely vouch for the coffee aroma trick.
Yeah.
And what about allowing enough transition time?
Crucial. Just like winding down before sleep, you need space to ease into the day. Don't jump straight from bed into urgent emails or chaos. Give yourself some buffer time, maybe 15, 30 minutes, just to hydrate, breathe, stretch, sit quietly. It helps you transition mentally and physically, sets a calmer tone, especially if you're, not a morning person naturally.
Okay, so sleep's the foundation. We're up, alarm's off. What's next for fueling body and mind for a better day?
Hydration. Right away. It's so simple, but the sources really highlight drinking a full glass of water first thing, even before coffee or tea. You wake up dehydrated, obviously. Rehydrating quickly helps fight grogginess, gets your metabolism going, gives your brain a little boost for focus.
Simple, effective. Often missed.
Yeah.
Then breakfast.
Yeah, a healthy breakfast fuels your brain, fuels your body. Sets a positive tone, gives you energy for clear thinking, maybe some inspiration for the day ahead. Sources mention easy options like oatmeal, maybe a quick smoothie. And a practical tip. Maybe use a few minutes in the morning to prep lunch ingredients. Helps you stay on track midday instead of grabbing something less healthy when you're busy.
Right, keeps momentum going. So hydration, food, physical fuel. What about movement? This feels like a really big piece of the mood puzzle.
Oh, huge. The science here is just incredibly strong. Exercise comes up again and again in the sources as this powerful tool for mental health, often underused maybe, but it's a non-drug option, especially good for reducing symptoms of depression and anxiety.
So it's way more than just physical fitness then?
Way more, physiologically. Regular movement helps regulate stress hormones, like cortisol. It triggers endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals. That gives you that sense of well-being, sometimes even euphoria. Plus, the sources talk about how it supports brain plasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and change, which is vital for mood regulation and thinking clearly.
And what kind of exercise does it have to be like super intense?
That's a key point. Any amount helps. Seriously. The guidelines might say 150 minutes moderate, 75 vigorous aerobic activity a week, whatever. But the research shows even a quick, brisk 10-minute walk can noticeably lift your mood right then and there. Consistency is really the most important thing.
So I don't need to train for a marathon just to feel a bit better mentally?
Not at all. Find something you actually like doing. Running, cycling, swimming, great aerobic stuff. Strength training is good too. Yoga combines movement and mindfulness. That's powerful. The benefit isn't just tied to intensity. It's about doing it regularly, finding some enjoyment in it.
And it can work alongside other treatments too.
Yes, that's a really important point the sources make. For people managing things like depression, exercise can actually boost the effectiveness of other treatments, like antidepressants or therapy. It's not always a replacement, but it's a powerful partner.
That's really valuable context. Okay, beyond structured exercise, what about something really simple like laughter?
Yes, laughter is genuinely highlighted. It's like instant medicine for the mind. Gives you immediate relief from anxiety, stress. It's a physical release, a mental shift. The sources basically say, find what makes you laugh. Watch a funny show, listen to comedy, hang out with funny people, or, try singing or dancing while you do chores. Sometimes just being silly works.
I like that, bringing joy into the everyday stuff. Okay, physical foundation, fuel. Let's shift to mindset. Cultivating a positive mindset, starting right in the morning.
Morning affirmations came up. It's about intentionally directing your thoughts. Saying positive statements, maybe out loud, maybe writing them down. It helps counter those limiting beliefs, that negative self-talk, builds a more confident, optimistic outlook. Simple things like, I'm excited for today, or I'm grateful for this opportunity. I can handle the challenges this week. Stuff like that.
Kind of setting your intention.
Yeah.
And related to that, meditation, breathing exercises.
Yeah, powerful tools for managing your inner world. Meditation, even just short bursts, helps you notice your thoughts and feelings without getting totally carried away by them. Pair it with deep breathing, mindfulness. It helps you ground yourself, be less reactive, cultivate calm when things get stressful later. It's really about training your attention. Super helpful for mood.
And then gratitude.
Yeah.
This feels like such a core practice for joy.
Oh, absolutely central. Gratitude isn't just framed as a nice thing to do. It's presented as a real, tangible way to build a positive outlook, with measurable benefits for mental health. The sources talk about how regular gratitude practice can lower stress, reduce depression symptoms, give your mood a real boost, and make you more optimistic overall.
How do you actually do that? Gratitude journaling is the usual suggestion for you.
It's popular, yeah, and effective. The basic idea is simple. Set aside a few minutes, morning or evening maybe. Intentionally think about what you're grateful for. Jot it down. Could be a notebook, a note on your phone, or even just thinking about it as you lie in bed. Aiming for like 3 to 5 specific things is often suggested.
And what kind of things should you focus on?
The key is what genuinely matters to you, not what you think you should be grateful for. Big things are fine, but the sources really emphasize noticing the small stuff. The taste of your coffee, a sunny moment, someone being kind. These little positives, sometimes called glimmers, noticing them, especially on tough days, can be really powerful.
Does it have to be every single day to work?
Not necessarily. Daily is great for some people, but some research mentioned in the sources suggests even journaling weekly, or maybe doing intense bursts like daily for a few weeks can be really effective too, and it might stop it feeling like just another chore. The goal is regular practice, whatever rhythm works for you, because consistency trains your brain to spot the good stuff more naturally.
And beyond just the act of journaling, what are the sort of deeper benefits of gratitude?
Well, it ripples out. It strengthens relationships because you notice and appreciate what others do. It helps you really savor positive experiences, makes them last longer. It directly fights that tendency we have to focus on what's wrong or what's missing, fosters a sense of enough. And fascinatingly, one source mentioned, it can actually increase your sense of autonomy. When you appreciate what you value, you're less swayed by external pressures, like keeping up with the Joneses or constant materialism.
That's a really interesting point. Shifting focus inward. Okay, speaking of using morning time well, what about creative thinking?
Yeah, the morning, especially when you're rested and hydrated, often highlighted as prime time for creativity. Your mind's fresh, less cluttered with the day's stresses, maybe less inhibited. So the sources suggest using that time even just a little bit for creative work, brainstorming, a hobby, planning something new. It can be really energizing, fulfilling.
A fresh mind for fresh ideas. Okay, let's move from the internal stuff to how we engage with the world and maybe simplify things. Social interaction, huge for mood, right?
Oh, absolutely crucial. Connecting with others is fundamental. It's a massive mood booster, give you different perspectives, cuts down loneliness, builds that vital support system. And you can connect in lots of ways, right? In person, texts, calls, video chats, whatever works for you and your people.
And the flip side of that, coin boundaries. Set in healthy boundaries.
Just as important for your mental health, knowing your limits. Recognizing when you need downtime, when you've had enough interaction, that's critical. Feeling okay saying no sometimes, adjusting plans without feeling guilty, that's self-care. It protects your energy, prevents burnout.
Connect meaningfully, but protect your space too. Got it. What about actively doing things for others? Acts of kindness.
Another really simple, powerful way to boost your own mood and feel connected, doing kind things for friends, family, even strangers. It gives the giver an immediate positive hit. Helping someone out, leaving a nice note, buying coffee for the next person, feeding a parking meter. Small acts, big impact, often for both people.
Does the way you give affect how happy you feel?
Yes. The sources got into this. It's a cool detail. Giving makes you happier, generally, but it seems most effective for boosting the giver's happiness when 3 things are present. It's a choice. You weren't pressured. You connect somehow with the person receiving it, even briefly seeing their reaction, and you see the impact of what you did. There's a study often mentioned where people given money felt happier spending it on others than themselves. But those who spent it on others with more choice, connection, and visible impact, they got the biggest happiness boost. So it's not just what you give, but how.
Choice, connection, impact. Okay, that adds depth. What about simplifying our stuff, our lives? Minimalism.
Yeah, minimalism or just intentional simplifying. The sources frame it as way more than just decluttering your house. It's about intentionally focusing your energy, your time, your attention on what truly adds meaning and value to your life. People, experiences, skills, passions, mindsets, whatever it is for you, and letting go of the rest.
So it's less about having less stuff and more about having more space for what actually matters.
Exactly that. Less physical clutter, less mental clutter. Create space, time, freedom, energy, flexibility, the benefits they talk about. Less time managing possessions, obviously. Less stress. More gratitude because you reevaluate what you have, what's enough, you get more in tune with your real needs versus just wants. It helps practice boundaries, saying no to things or commitments that don't fit. And it clarifies what you really want, what truly brings you joy.
And the approach is personal. It's not about extreme deprivation.
Absolutely not. It's crucial that it works for you, finding your right level of simplicity to make space for a more meaningful, less overloaded life. Often, clearing physical space leads to mental clarity too. It's about finding yourself amidst all the stuff.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Related to simplifying life, what about our digital lives? Digital detoxes.
Yeah, the sources looked at that intentionally cutting back on digital engagement. The findings were interesting. Reducing time on devices, especially social media, was found to significantly lower depressive symptoms for some people.
Why would that be?
Well, potential reasons are less exposure to those negative social comparisons online, maybe less risk of cyberbullying or just negative interactions, and frankly, reducing that constant information overload. It frees up mental bandwidth. But what's notable is the sources indicated it didn't show a big impact on broader things like overall stress, general well-being, or life satisfaction, which suggests, well, it can be a useful tool for specific issues like depressive symptoms, but maybe overall happiness is more complex than just screen time.
That's an important distinction. A targeted benefit, not necessarily a universal fix-all. Okay, finally, let's touch on planning and reflection.
Right. Just taking a few minutes each morning, review your tasks, prioritize. Simple, effective habit. To-do list, planner, digital tool, whatever works. It helps you ease into work or your day calmly, makes things feel more manageable. Reduces that, where do I even start? Overwhelm.
I'm looking back, reflecting.
A retrospective, yeah. Maybe morning, reflecting on yesterday, or in the evening, just a few minutes. What did I accomplish, big or small? And importantly, what did I learn? What could I maybe do differently? That reflection helps you appreciate progress, learn from slip-ups, and keep tweaking your habits for better results. And hopefully, a more joyful experience overall.
Wow. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground. From sleep, fueling up, mindset, connection, simplifying, all the way to planning and reflecting.
Yeah, and when you look at it all together, it becomes really clear, doesn't it? Joy isn't just something that happens to you, it's something you actively build, day by day, through these intentional, often quite small, consistent practices.
And they all seem to connect, feed into each other, like a positive loop. Better sleep means more energy for exercise and positive thinking, which helps manage stress, which makes connecting easier.
That's exactly it. That's the power of habits compounding over time. Tiny shifts added up lead to really significant effects on your well-being, your capacity for joy.
Absolutely. So as you, the listener, think about everything we've just talked through in this deep dive, maybe here's a question to consider. How might adding just one new habit from all this, how might that shift your perspective? Maybe unlock some unexpected joy in your week. Think about which practice really resonated, which one feels most doable or most intriguing right now, and maybe just experiment with that one thing this week.
Start small. See what happens. Notice the ripples. You might be surprised what a difference one consistent action can actually make.
Yeah.